What's going on, everybody? So I wasn't expecting to make another The Act Man video so soon, especially with everything still kind of coming out. I wanted to get back to making my lewd game videos. But some new information has dropped today that I think is just a little too concerning not to talk about. I mentioned yesterday that I was going to try to link videos that I thought were important regarding this situation in the description, but I also know people don't look there sometimes. So in this video, I want to point out that Moist Critical actually made a video on this whole situation that I thought was pretty good. But more importantly, The Act Man was actually on Philip DeFranco's show today, and they kind of discussed the whole thing. They don't get into the quantum TV stuff, but they do talk about the whole situation that has been unfolding on Twitter. So definitely go check out both of those videos after this video if you want a lot more information. Before we dive into that new crazy information, The Act Man was tweeting a lot last night, talking about people that were covering this situation were starting to be demonetized. He had this tweet right here saying that it's not just me that's under fire. Fratanga Plays, Review Tech USA, and Asmongold have all had action taken against us. YouTube has no idea what the Streisand effect is. And he has a photo of right here of other people getting their stuff demonetized. It does have a photo of showing the demonetization. Now, I don't really know if this is him or if it's anybody else. You can't really see because it doesn't show the creator. He also tweeted out, "Warning, YouTube is trying to silence, strike, and demonetize anybody who covers the current situation. Post videos at your own risk. Nobody is safe. Corruption is worse than I thought. Please be careful, I will not be silenced or intimidated." This whole thing kind of continues. He shows more people that say they're making Act Man videos and that they are being demonetized just for putting the Act Man in the title. Now, for full transparency, I do want to show you guys that my video from yesterday is fully monetized and it has the Act Man in the title. Now, I'm not too sure what those other YouTube creators that are being demonetized are doing in their videos. It is possible that they could be showing stuff from the video that was taken down from the Act Man, so the algorithm is flagging all of their content. Just from personal experience, I can tell you the YouTube robots are crazy. Anything that just looks like a pixelated boob in my content will get automatically flagged and I get demonetized. Skynet's pretty smart. As I mentioned, there was plenty of more tweets of the Act Man just kind of talking about this whole situation. I do want to point out that I haven't seen any of Quantum TV's videos. I don't want to go ahead and give them the satisfaction of a view and watch time, so I haven't personally been able to dive into the claims that are presented by the Act Man. I've just kind of been hearing it from people that have been leaving it in my comment section and just things I've seen on Twitter. Normally, I like to do research myself, but the biggest thing that I keep hearing about this whole situation is the idea of doxing, to the point where it seems like Quantum TV or people in Quantum TV's audience, I would say, have gotten the Act Man's information and they have been doxing his brother and his mother, which anytime it comes to doxing, that's kind of a big no-no. Pushing all of that to the side, we did finally get answers from YouTube about why the Act Man was taken off the YouTube Partner Program. As discussed, your YPP suspension followed your now deleted tweets threatening to dox the families of YouTube employees and creators. We don't take these decisions lightly, and we want you to know that we were taking your concerns just as seriously. We'll keep working with you directly on this. Attached is part of the YouTube guidelines. As a YouTube creator, you should remain responsible both on and off the platform. If we see that a creator's on and off platform behavior harms our users, community, employees, or ecosystems, we may take action to protect the community. Beyond the content you upload on YouTube, here are some examples of on and off platform behavior that we may consider to be inappropriate and result in penalties. Intending to cause malicious harm to others, participating in abuse or violence, demonstrating cruelty, or participating in fraudulent or deceptive behavior that leads to real-world harm. While these behaviors are rare, they can cause widespread harm to the YouTube community and potentially damage the trust among creators, users, and advertisers. Severe violations that cause widespread harm to the community may have repercussions beyond standard enforcement actions. Now, I think everybody's first reaction to seeing that is like, well, have you not been looking at what Quantum TV is doing? They are totally breaking your guidelines and hurting the community. After reading this, this is where I got a little concerned. For one, I didn't know what these tweets that the Act Man posted were, so I was like, oh, whoa, what is going on here? But on the other hand, I was like, whoa, YouTube is looking at our tweets? The Act Man's first response to this was, wait, I thought you guys couldn't investigate tweets if they were deleted, which I feel like we're missing some context there, which I do think that he provides in these tweets we're about to talk about, but I don't know if that was a private conversation prior, or if YouTube just somehow has access to our tweets that we delete, which would be kind of scary. The Act Man goes on to say, while I appreciate this, the tweet was unmistakable satire of YouTube's inaction to do anything about my family being doxxed doxxed by another content creator. Common sense would suggest being a victim of doxing that I would never wish doxing on other people seriously. Followed by him giving context of the tweets. Context, this is the one and only reason they demonetized my channel. This first tweet saying that I'm excited to announce a new series of videos I'll be making on YouTube called The Doxing Adventures with the Act Man. In it, I'll be doxing and harassing the family members of YouTube employees and other content creators. I'm sure to have lots of family fun. With this overly cringy photo attached. He goes on to say, with YouTube's new policy changes that allow doxing and invasion of privacy, I am fully allowed to make these videos. Please stay tuned for the new generation of advertiser-friendly content. He goes on to provide even more context. Feeling spontaneous, might use my YouTube channel to promote hate speech that advocates for violence against protected groups. Luckily, YouTube is the perfect place for someone like me. Yeah! Followed by feeling cute, might copyright strike some other YouTube channels for funsies. Now clearly, I think a lot of you people—
What do you mean, you people?
would know that those are just freaking satire jokes, and even the way I read them were in a satirical way. And this is what kind of blows my mind and what I absolutely hate about text conversations. It's very hard for me to take things that are said in text seriously unless there's a lot of mounting evidence or context that is provided with it. If you were to put all of the situation of the Act Man together, you would tell that these are clearly jokes. But even to be honest, I don't think I could take it seriously with the stupid smirky smile that he had. On the other hand, with YouTube, and this isn't in defense of YouTube, but I kind of want to point out why I think there might be a little overreaching here. With the mention of YouTube employees and doxing their families and stuff like that, I can see YouTube being a little concerned or cautious because we all know that incident that happened a few years ago where that one angry, upset YouTuber person took a gun to YouTube HQ, and I believe there was a loss of life. So I can understand the reason for them being cautious, but I don't think it should have ever went this far. And the thing that also doesn't make sense is the Act Man is clearly saying that he is being doxxed by another creator, but they are doing nothing against that creator, but they went after the Act Man because he mentioned YouTube family members in satirical tweets. When I see this situation, I just don't see how YouTube wins or benefits in any way. I don't know if they're trying to use the Act Man as a sacrificial lamb here and being like, you cannot talk about these kind of things on YouTube or other platforms, which again, I think is the scariest thing. And they don't apply this to anybody else on the platform, people are gonna call them out for hypocrisy. Because now until the end of time, anytime other creators out there say anything bad about YouTube, people are gonna quote tweet that and be like, look YouTube, this person has a big audience, they said something about YouTube, are you gonna shut them down? That's just gonna cause so many freaking problems. The other thing YouTube needs to worry about is people are gonna be like, okay, if we're gonna accept this Act Man punishment, you need to go do it to everybody else that has done stuff similar or has made themselves look bad or the platform look bad over time. Because we all know that YouTube has a laundry list of people that do a lot of bad things outside of YouTube. We can just, name David Dobrik or James Charles just to name a few. So is YouTube gonna retroactively take away monetization from all of them? Because they've definitely made the platform or the community unsafe. But the idea that you could have your YouTube channel stripped away from you for satirical tweets on another platform is the most frightening thing in this whole situation, in my opinion. I totally understand the idea that you are a representation of YouTube. If you are a YouTuber and you do something really heinous, YouTube has the right to just kick you off the platform. I'm totally cool with that. David Dobrik and James Charles should be gone. But I don't think YouTube should take any kind of action like that without getting the full story, talking to the creator, and getting context. I mean, to be honest, if you look at these tweets from the Act Man, these just look like really bad SNL skits that you would find on YouTube. And again, I think I already mentioned this, but I hate text conversations because text conversations can be read negatively or positively. Like, have you ever had that happen to you? Have you ever had somebody get mad at you because they thought your text was passive aggressive? If you're having a bad day, it's more than likely that you're going to read text that you get in a more negative way. And tone is everything. Let me give you an example. Let's take the term, bro, I'm gonna kill you. If I say, bro, I'm gonna kill you. If somebody said that to me and there was no pre or post context, I'd be like, whoa. I'd be a little worried. But if their tone was like this, bro, I'm gonna kill you. That's a lot less threatening. But in text, it's the same word. We literally had to start doing the SpongeBob meme so people would know what sarcasm was. At the end of the day, context fucking matters. And right now, it just seems that YouTube is totally missing that. And as of recording this video, nothing has happened to Quantum TV. He even still has the fundraising option on his channel. And with what a lot of people are saying about this channel, I'm very surprised that there are organizations out there that would want to be tied to his name. Anyways, that's kind of all I got for this video. If there is any new updates that are pretty big, I will try to make another video. If not, the next video is probably going to be a lewd one. Or I was kind of thinking about doing a video about this whole phenomenon on why everybody thinks Elon Musk is kind of a god, which I don't get. Let me know if you want to see that in the comment sections down below. Feel free to give me your thoughts on this whole situation in the comment sections down below. As always, I'm your host, JUICEbox. Remember to wake up in the morning and ask yourself something. About my daily dose of juice. See you guys next time.